What up, world? It's your boy Jaystar back again with the Sunday night full strategy show, man. Building lineup slate, man. Man. You know what it is, man. We got the Sunday night football showdown, man, right here, and should be explosive for Miami. I don't really know for Pittsburgh side, but I'm gonna get into the how I always do, giving y'all the fantasy points per position, and then what defenses both teams is running and stuff like that. So how they want to attack it and things like that. So that way we can narrow down who we want to take at captain, who we want to put in our flex, and who we might want to take a shot at sleepers and stuff like that if need be. So we're going to get right into this. Pittsburgh and Miami both running 3-4 defense. So both same style of defense, both very familiar with that style of defenses then. So they should be able to know how to attack it the same way, or how they want to attack it with, each weapons that they have basically. At per position, per fantasy points, we got quarterback for the Steelers. They're giving up about 22 fantasy points to the quarterback position. Running back, they're giving up 24 fantasy points. And then at receiver, they're giving up 47 fantasy points, y'all, which is first in the league. So, and then tight end, they're giving up 9 fantasy points. And then on the other side, the Dolphins are giving up actually more fantasy points to the quarterback than even the Steelers were, with 23.5 fantasy points. Running back, they're giving up 22.8. Wide receiver, they're giving up 39.7, which is 9th in the league. And then tight end, they're giving up 14.8, which is 8th in the league. Okay, so basically, man, what these notes is telling us is, and thinking about, I want to say, how these teams should be attacking one another. Tyreek Hill, definitely, I would say 2-2. And Waddle is definitely huge in play for, big fantasy points in this game. So, definitely see, huge fantasy points coming there. Also, I guess with the fact that they're giving up 24 fantasy points to running backs, we got to put Mostert then too in play as well, as a captain play. But now we're going to get right into the flex options here. We could keep Mostert in there too as well. But if I'm just looking at pass catching options here, they don't really go to anybody else other than like Tyreek Hill and Waddle really for this team. It's kind of very funneled into just 2 big weapons here. We did see though Gesicki get involved, way more last week. So I would definitely put him in play. And who else I want to say? Maybe the kicker is in play, but I feel like they're gonna get a lot of touchdowns in this game. And so I don't really know if the kicker really gonna be that much in play, because I don't feel like they're gonna have a lot of field goals for their side. Dolphins defense might be in play, but they're giving up so many fantasy points. I kind of feel like the Steelers probably scores on them, but it is a rookie, so I still gotta say Dolphins defense just because it's a rookie, and because what happened with Cedric Wilson? Like, that's crazy that he's not involved at all. Like 4 targets just that 1 week, man. That's crazy, man. Like, you would think he would have been more in play, but yeah, it looks like, man, it's a very narrow side over here. What we even want as options to take. So if that's the case, I guess we got to throw in the kicker here, just because there is no other options that I like. Trying to think even like a backup tight end here, and there's not even nobody that I really. Yeah, there's nobody I really would want. Where's Edmonds at though? Because I know he hasn't really been doing much. Oh, my bad. I went to Pickens. What the mess? Like, I thought I clicked on Evans. Okay. Yeah, he hasn't really been doing anything, which is crazy, since at least week 4 and 3. But I mean, we know he can pass catch. You could toss a ball to him too as well. But man, it feels like, yeah, these are like the strongest plays here for this game. Like I said, and the kicker would be in play too as well. And then for the other side though, when we're thinking about captain plays here, they're giving up, what did I say, a 9th in fantasy points to receivers. So definitely Deontay Johnson. Claypool coming off his biggest game. Pickens, man, I don't know what's going on with him, but I feel like, with the rookie, starting at quarterback, I thought he was going to do better. I know they was missing, some targets and things like that. Like, he was like, I know he dropped a few, but it's just like, man, they didn't have a connection I thought they was going to have. Like they did at least the week 1 when they played, But I still feel like he's going to be in play too as captain, just because this team is giving us so many fantasy points to receivers. Like, this could be a shootout game if Pickett is able to just stay healthy in the game and actually just get in there and compete. You know what I mean? Like I definitely think he throws the ball enough. You know, we saw it with the Buffalo game right here, 52 times. He's probably gonna have to throw something like that. I'm not gonna. I would want to say he could be in play at captain just because his rushing ability, and we know he could rush in a touchdown in a game like this where it's a lot of scoring. But I feel like his receivers will outplay him probably in this game. But as for actual other flex options, if you are doing a stack on this side and thinking that they do compete, other flex options with Claypool and Pickens is definitely Freiermuth, man. I love Freiermuth here, being that they're 8th in fantasy points to tight end, and Freiermuth is such a great tight end. To have him back this week, I feel like that's going to help Pickett a lot, being able to compete with them with Miami. This should be another shootout game here. So with Freiermuth, you know, being able to dump it off to him when you're in trouble and things like that, if they do get pressure, he should be the one that's probably open right in front of you. You know, if not Claypool or something like that. But Freiermuth, and y'all already giving up a lot to tight ends, so it goes to show they're really not sticking them too well. So I definitely feel like Freiermuth should be in play there. You know, with a rookie, could be coming short of, you know, getting touchdowns, you know. So I would say Boswell is going to be in play for that reason. And I don't really know about the Steelers defense. I know they performed pretty. I thought they did better than this, but I guess not. I saw those 2 sacks they got on Brady. I thought they did better, but yeah, I don't really want to say because I think the Steelers defense, cornerbacks and stuff like that are still probably going to be out. So I don't really want to say that I would want their defense for that reason, and I just feel like they're going to get lit up anyway. So I don't think I don't think Tua's going to throw too many picks in this game. But yeah, but what I'm trying to think of now is like, how would I want to set up this lineup? Because it's crazy looking at the fantasy points, like to quarterback, man. It's like, okay, to me it feels like there's possible like Tua is not in this lineup, but his receiver is captain, basically. Is what I can see in this game. Just because of the fact how the quarterback points in this game are so close, but Dolphins actually give up more points to quarterback. So it could be, and just because I feel like the receivers over here are way more explosive, you know, like, and they catch short stuff and can just take it for so many yards, you know. Also they can blow past you and things, but it's just that I definitely feel like the more explosive and fantasy point players is on this side. I'm trying to think, would I take like Waddle with Tyreek and not take Tua though, and roll with taking Pickett instead? And I definitely think I would want Freiermuth, and that puts me at 10-2. Okay, so I'm trying to see, like, it sucks, like, because I said, like, I didn't see any sleepers, man. Like, I know on Thursday I called the Keontae Ingram running back as a sleeper, man. I've been doing pretty well, I think, with the sleeper picks, but this week, man, I don't like Allen Ingold, Craycraft. I did see Craycraft getting used when Tua was playing, so I do gotta say maybe he's in play too, because he had those 2 touchdowns earlier and that's when Tua was out there. He keeps getting 1 target every game. And I know these 2 was like all goal line, you know, targets. Let me see. If I took him though, I'm at 94. Okay. Man, yeah. This is kind of cool because if I take him as my sleeper play there, and to be able to get Harris, Deontay Johnson, Mostert, Claypool, I think I kind of do like that. But the only thing is, like, if Craycraft is hitting, you know, man, Craycraft hits, you know, it's going to feel like I need Tua. That's the only thing. Like, I wish my sleeper was probably a running back, you know, for Miami, because then it kind of would make more sense. I just feel like if Craycraft gets a touchdown, Waddle is going off and he gets a touchdown and 100 yards, then Tyreek will have to only get like 100 yards for this to kind of work out this way, because if he gets a touchdown too, it feels like there's no way, right, that Pickett overplays Tua still. But if I'm keeping Pickett in here, yeah, I'm gonna run and roll with one of his weapons. Even like how last week he threw to Najee Harris for the touchdown, I would want to, you know, I would go there or something like that, because I know he probably could dump it off again to Najee Harris, being that they are giving up 22 fantasy points to running backs. But let's see, like, if I took Najee Harris instead though and roll with Freiermuth and Najee, Can I get to Tua? No, I cannot. Okay, so yeah, but I definitely want a quarterback in this lineup just because of the fact they're giving up way too many points to quarterback for me not to have a quarterback in this lineup. But it feels like something like this could end up being the lineup, man. Like there's so many points to receivers for both sides that Craig Craft could, give me something. Just like it's way too many points to receivers. Like he comes in and gets that one catch. It could just be enough. Could be a touchdown again, or just could be a deep catch, and I'm good already. But I do like that because I didn't think I seen anybody else down here that I would want to take. Boykin, no, Alec Ingold. Thought about him, but yeah, it was nothing there. I mean, he had 2-1 targets when Tua was back. I mean, when he was there. So I know he's in most of the time with blocking and stuff like that. And he's trying to, I know they try to run him as Usyk, type of position. Man, yeah, but I think I would rather have Craycraft. Like I think I would rather have Craycraft. Just because they keep giving goal line attempts when Tua's there. So definitely something like this. I feel like in this area and just like I said, plugging in all these other options here that I have to plug in. I mean, it leaves me with just great fantasy options here. Like, so I feel like this could really work and win me some big money, man. Hopefully, y'all come up with some good stuff. But yeah, I'm definitely probably gonna enter in something like this for this lineup because I think it's gonna be a shootout, explosive game here. But man, I hope y'all do well, man, for this showdown, man. I hope y'all already did well too, in the full slate, man. Period. Like, for this week and stuff like that. I mean, I hope y'all do well for the full slate for this week, man. My bad. Like I really hope y'all do hit big, man. Period. But also, man, if you don't end up hitting big, for the full slate, man, coming through with this game, late. I think it's about 500, 300,000 only on the line. Could win big here. Just stacking, like I'm saying, this game you're going to need all the big explosive players, and it also could even be in a game where there is no quarterback play here, just because, man, it's so many fantasy points given up to receivers for both sides. You talking about what I said, 9th and 1st place? Like, you might need every receiver, you know what I mean? Like, what is that, 10-6 now? Okay, like you might need something crazy like this is all I'm saying. Then we can go with a kicker instead, like something like that could end up winning it too, just because it's a freaking shootout. Like I just don't see how this is not a shootout. So I could say something like this could win without a quarterback. So man, but hopefully, yeah, like one of these lineups, like I said, that I just put together, man, could hit for us so we can all win this money, y'all. But it's your boy Jaystar, man. I hope y'all enjoyed that full strategy show for the showdown, man, on Sunday night. Win that big money, man. Good luck, y'all. I'm out. Peace.